Some of the things that hurt your cat the most don't look harmful at all. A missed greeting, a closed door, a rushed moment before work, and over time, these tiny habits can quietly change the way your cat feels about you. Cats notice routines more than many people realize. The tone of your voice, the way you leave the house, the moments you ignore without thinking. Over time, small experiences like these can quietly change how relaxed and connected your cat feels around you. Some of them are surprisingly common. Number 1. Ignoring their greetings. Your cat hears the door open, lifts their head, and walks toward you with their tail held high. Then you pass by without looking down. To many people, it feels like a tiny moment. To a cat, it can feel much bigger than that. Cats do not greet every person this way. They usually save these quiet rituals for someone they trust deeply. That small walk to the door is often their way of reconnecting after hours apart. Many owners think affection only happens during cuddles or playtime. But for cats, emotional connection often lives inside routines that happen every single day. A warm response does not need to be dramatic. Sometimes a glance, a soft voice, or a few calm seconds is enough to make them feel noticed again. And when those moments disappear too often, some cats slowly stop trying. Number 2. Closing the door on them. Why do so many cats sit outside the bathroom door as if something important is happening inside? It is not always curiosity in the way people imagine. Cats are naturally comforted by access and closeness. When a door suddenly closes between you and them, the change can feel strangely personal. They do not understand privacy the way humans do. They only notice that connection was there 1 second and gone the next. This is why some cats scratch the door, cry outside, or wait silently in the hallway. Many owners assume the cat is being needy or dramatic. In reality, the closed space itself can create uncertainty and emotional tension. For animals that build safety through routine and shared territory, exclusion often feels unsettling. Even a small habit like this can quietly change how secure they feel around you. Number 3. Leaving for work without saying goodbye. One of the loneliest moments in a cat's day often happens in complete silence. The sound of keys, hurried footsteps, and a door closing too fast can leave a strange emptiness behind. Cats pay close attention to departure rituals, even when they pretend not to care. Some will watch from the couch. Others stay near the window long after you leave. Many people believe cats simply move on and sleep all day without noticing absence. But cats often track familiar sounds, movements, and daily patterns much more closely than expected. A calm goodbye may seem meaningless to humans, yet it can create a feeling of reassurance before hours of separation begin. Tiny rituals matter to animals that rely on predictability. And sometimes, the smallest farewell becomes part of what helps a cat feel emotionally safe while you are gone. Number 4. Talking too loudly on the phone. Many people think cats ignore human conversations completely, but cats are extremely sensitive to tone, volume, and emotional energy. A loud phone call can sound very different to them than it does to you. They hear your voice suddenly become sharper, faster, or more intense without seeing another person nearby. For a cat, that missing context matters. They cannot understand work stress, traffic problems, or arguments happening through a screen. They only notice that the emotional atmosphere in the room has changed. This is why some cats quietly leave during phone calls or begin acting restless nearby. What feels normal to humans can feel unpredictable to animals that depend heavily on emotional stability. And over time, repeated tension in your voice may slowly make certain spaces feel less safe to them. Number 5. Changing your routine too often. Understanding your cat's daily rhythm can completely change the way they behave around you. Cats are deeply connected to patterns, even ones humans barely notice anymore. Feeding time, bedtime, morning sounds, and small evening rituals quietly shape their sense of security. When those patterns suddenly shift, many cats experience stress long before obvious behavior changes appear. Some become more clingy. Others grow distant or unusually quiet. Many owners mistake this for moodiness or independence, but cats often feel safest when life around them remains emotionally predictable. Their world is much smaller than ours. A delayed dinner or a sudden schedule change can feel bigger to them than people expect. Consistency does not need to be perfect, yet familiar routines often become the invisible structure that helps a cat relax and fully settle into their environment. Number 6, forcing affection at the wrong time. Your cat is resting quietly by the window. You walk over, scoop them up, and hold them close because they look too cute to resist. A few seconds later, the tail starts twitching, the body stiffens, and the ears slowly turn sideways. Many people miss these small signals because the cat is not scratching or running away yet. But discomfort in cats often begins softly. They communicate boundaries through tiny physical changes long before stronger reactions appear. What surprises many owners is that repeated unwanted affection can slowly reduce trust over time. Cats usually enjoy connection most when they feel they still have control over it. Being touched at the wrong moment can create emotional tension even inside loving homes. Gentle respect for their mood often makes affection feel safer, calmer, and far more meaningful for them. Number 7, leaving toys out all the time. Why do some cats lose interest in toys they once loved so much? The answer is often not boredom alone. Cats are naturally drawn to movement, surprise, and the feeling of discovery. When every toy stays on the floor all day, the excitement slowly disappears into the background. What many people do not realize is that cats often care less about the object itself and more about the shared hunting experience around it. A feather toy dragged across the floor can feel emotionally different when you are part of the moment. Some cats even bring toys toward their owners as a quiet invitation to connect. When those invitations are ignored repeatedly, certain cats begin trying less often. Small interactions like these may seem unimportant to humans, yet for many cats they become part of how closeness and attention are quietly measured over time. The hardest part about these habits is that most people never realize they matter. They happen during busy mornings, ordinary routines, and quiet moments at home. But cats are constantly reading the emotional atmosphere around them. They notice patience. They notice tension. They notice when connection feels warm and when it suddenly disappears. For animals that depend so heavily on familiarity, even small emotional shifts can leave a lasting impression. That is what makes the relationship between cats and humans so unique. It is built slowly, through hundreds of tiny interactions that seem invisible until they are gone. If this video made you see your cat differently, consider liking the video and subscribing for more gentle animal psychology content.